Hello, happy Saturday, friends. Come in and join me in the craft room. I love to show a fun project idea with you with our Club Couture, our DIY subscription club. It's time for my Saturday club share. This is Revive DIY and Upcycled Designs. My name is Susan. I'm so glad you're here with me. I'm an independent designer with CLUB COUTURE, and I love to come on and share my project ideas with you, just kind of encourage you and inspire you to become creative. So come on in and let's see what we can get into today here in the craft room. I'm so glad you're here. It is a gorgeous Saturday. It's a little breezy, but it's sunny and it's in the high 50s here in North Carolina where I live. So that's always nice. I think tomorrow it's actually going to be pretty cold in the 40s again. So, and then by next weekend, 80s. You guys, crazy. It's crazy. Anyway, come on in because we're all thinking about spring, right? I know everybody is thinking about spring. I have been a busy bee today. Downstairs trying to get some things kind of situated a little bit. I haven't taken down my St. Patrick's Day yet, but it's not a whole lot of stuff. So by the first of the week, I should be able to have that done. But, you know, just kind of almost not spring cleaning, but spring arranging a little bit of things, changing some things up. So I've been busy today. So I enjoy doing that because I feel like, you know, then it's peaceful. It's more peaceful downstairs. So I am ready to do a fun project with you guys though. So let's take a break from all that and let's do something fun and creative together. So if you have never heard of it, it's called Club Couture, and it is my DIY subscription club that you can get for $21.99 a month. And it comes directly to your mailbox. You don't even have to think about it. After you've signed up, you don't even have to think about it. So it's always a fun idea. It's a brand new transfer every single month. And you get the transfer, you get 3 coordinating paste packets, which this month it's papaya. Y'all, I can't even remember what they are. It's papaya. Let me just go ahead and open them. This is how they come, by the way. And the transfer this month is called Botanicals. So we've done a couple projects with it. Last week I did an upcycle on a Target bullseye little cake stand. I don't know if you can see it right up there. We just kind of upcycled that. And the week before that we did this cute project. That's also just a clearance item that I bought at one of my favorite stores to shop at, and we upcycled that. And I have a t-shirt downstairs that I did the first week that if it's going to be 80 next week, I'll be able to wear it on the live. So I wanted to wear it today, but it's, like I said, it's still too chilly. And I didn't feel like putting a sweater on over it. So anyway, that was just, I will wear it next week. So the colors you get this month are Shimmer Melon, Camel, and Papaya. Excuse me. So these are single paste packets, but you can get much more than one project done with each one of them. Those are some fabulous colors that you can use. You can choose to use all of them. You can choose to use just one of them or just a couple of them, whatever you want, and then you can save the others for other projects. Excuse me, you guys. I am sorry. I swallowed something wrong. So this month's transfer, mine came in the mail. So this gets shipped from Utah, and I live in North Carolina, and mine came in the mail on yesterday or Thursday. I think it was Thursday. So just to give you an idea, it starts processing around the 5th of the month. I think they aim to have it mailed by the 9th of the month so that you can get it right in your mailbox. Now that's what I got. I got that. I got my 3 coordinating paste packets, and guess what else, guys? This beauty. So only for club members, we are sending this out in your March order. So if you order, I would assume going forward that if you order the club, if you're not a club member in March, but let's say in April you decided to join, or May, whenever there's a new one of these, this is called a product reference guide, that it will be included in your club order, but only for club members and designers. Everybody else can access it online. We do have an online catalog. It just shows you every single transfer we have. It tells you by size. It also gives just a few kind of project ideas. Every paste color and ink that we have in singles and jars. And then also all of our surfaces. So This is a nice little reference guide. Doesn't take up a lot of room. It's not huge like a catalog. Oh, and our accessories, you guys. Doesn't take a whole lot of room up. It's wonderful to have access to. Maybe you make that to your wish list. That's what I do a lot of times. I'll go through and I'll just mark the things that I really want. And then when I get them, I'll mark those off. And then I'll go back and look through the next time I need to order and say, oh, what else did I want to get? So that's a fun thing to have, right? Now, while let me make sure I'm showing live over here. Yes, I am. I'm showing live. That's good. So I did feature a link on here for you guys that you can click on if you want to learn about the club, get more information directly. Otherwise, you're welcome to message me or ask in comments. But when you hop on, please hit that heart button and go ahead and sprinkle this video to a friend. I am going to do that right now. I'm just going to share it to another group. That's what sprinkling means. And let me do that real quick, and then I'll pin a comment and we will get going. We struggle to find this one. Here it is. Okay. All right. Now let me pin a comment in case there's any other links that you guys want to have access to. If you want to check out any of our spring collection, if you want to check out our current special promotions, our Transfer Palooza. Now, the one thing that is probably not included in there, can't remember now, is what this month's club special is. I don't remember if that's included in there or not. Let me see. Oh, shoot. I didn't want to do that. I hit it again, you guys. I did it again. I hit a link. I didn't mean to do that. So let me see. Yes, our club info is in there, but the special that goes with the club is not listed in there. I'm not sure if you click on that link if it'll tell you that too, but if not, just type club in the comments. I'll be glad to send you what the specials are for this month. And let me just go ahead and pin this comment. That way you guys can access it anytime you want. And then we'll get down to business. Okay, so I was going to come on, just so you know, I was gonna before I came on, paint a few of these ahead of time. So this is this month's transfer. It's called Hi Miss Lou. Thanks for joining me. This is called Botanicals. Isn't it precious? I love it. It's so versatile. I have at least one other project idea to do with it. I may come up with another one as well, but I have at least one more project idea to do with this. But I decided I would work on this one today just to kind of show you guys some versatility. So we've done it on a couple different upcycles. What I'm going to use today is, they are called wood cutouts. So we have some designers that actually get the special files that go along with our transfers and then can create like a little small, thin wood cutout. Now, CLUB Couture does create some chalkable cutouts, but they don't do it for every single transfer. So as long as CLUB Couture is not offering it, we have some designers that actually do this on the side. This is the way to supplement their business income. And I was able to purchase one set for myself, and I just wanted to show you what that looks like to do that. And something fun that we can do to how we can use it. The other item we're going to use is this cutie. Do you remember I showed you this a couple weeks ago? I got it at Bullseye's Playground. It's just a cute little rain boot. I mean, if that doesn't scream spring, I don't know what does. So we're going to use these, make them spring flowers, and we're going to use this like our vase. And all I did was I picked up a little foam, what is that called? What is it called? Floral foam from the Dollar Tree. And I've cut a piece that I'm going to stick down in here, and we're going to actually use these like they're blooms. So that should be fun. Now, I don't want them to be this brown color in the background. I am actually going to chalk this design on top of these. That's what you do. But I want to paint the base a good color just to make those designs really show up. And I've picked some colors. I'm feeling this for some reason. Again, it's going to all kind of coordinate with our little flower carts that, if you've been following me this week, my little spring stuff I've been doing. I'm feeling all those right now. All inspired by a spring napkin. That's all it took. So we're going to go ahead and paint this. I was hoping to get on here and do this beforehand, but I got sidetracked tidying upstairs in the craft room. So all I'm doing is taking some white. I usually just take chalk paint. This is actually what I have on hand. I have Fusion Mineral Paint, and it's white. It's actually called Picket Fence. This is just what I have, so that's just what I'm going to use. It dries quickly, goes on easily. I use a makeup sponge to apply this, and I'm just going to give this one coat of this paint. And I was, like I said, I was going to try to have some of them done and just do one to show you, but I did not get that far. Oh, you guys, wait a minute. I think I might have to water this down a little bit. Hang on a second. It's not gliding. I don't know. I turned on my ceiling fan because I felt like it was a little stuffy in here. And I'm thinking it might be drying out my paint a little bit. So I might just spray my little spongy thing. Now you can use a foam brush. You can use whatever you want. Yeah, that's better. I just felt like it was clumping already and drying already. Shouldn't be doing that. Ooh, I might have to sand that off. I don't know why that's doing that. You know, I did not stir my paint either. You guys, I am so bad. So bad. I was like, I even gave myself 30 minutes from when I notified that I was going to be going on my Telegram channel. And it wasn't enough time. Because I went down a rabbit trail of tidying. Yeah, that one is a little rough. I'm going to have to go back over that one for sure. I'm not paying too much attention to the sides. I did get some on the sides of this, unfortunately, so I'm just going to go around all of them now. I didn't want to necessarily do that, but you don't have to paint the back, just the front. So what have you guys been doing with your Saturday? Like I said, I feel pretty good about where things are. This week, I was actually getting some spring cleaning done. I actually shampooed my carpets. Some area rugs and a carpet, my bedroom carpet. I usually do that every so often. I hadn't done it in a while, and I kept putting it off when it would come up on my reminder. And then, so I got that done this week. I don't know. I got several things that were kind of big. Now, my biggest thing I need to tackle is my back porch because the pollen is taken over. And I found a cool trick that's supposed to help with that, make it so that the pollen won't be as bad, because that is a huge project for me whenever I have to clean that every spring. And I have to wait until it's all done, and it's just a big mess in between, and you really can't use it or go out there. Oh, you guys, this one is falling all apart. Let me add a little more water to this. All right. Yeah, that one is a hot mess. I'm gonna clean this off a little bit. Hang on again. Hold on a second, guys. Do you see all that? It works nicely if your paint is good. I did not. And be sure that if you get these, if you want to have access to these, just contact me. I'll let you know where I got them from. I'm happy to share that information with you. But if you are painting, make sure you've chosen the right side of the wood cutout that it goes along with the transfer, okay? So I'm just thinning this paint out a little bit because I feel like it was clumpy. Okay, let's try it. This is what it should do. This is what it should do. But yeah, so today I was like rearranging a couple things that I've been thinking about this whole week. And hubby's finally back to work, so I was trying to get my breakfast nook area back in shape because that's where he was working when he was recovering from his surgery. And just getting some pictures hung, moving some things, some decor pieces in my dining room because that was still kind of not complete since Christmas when I took down the Christmas stuff. I hadn't really decided the winter and Christmas stuff because I had winter stuff in there as well. And I hadn't decided what I wanted to wear yet, so I went ahead and finished that. I had worked on it a little bit here and a little bit there, but you know how when you get something up and you're just like, something's just not right. So I worked on that the last few days, a little bit here and a little bit there, and I think I finally have it finished. Now it's just waiting for my one big piece that I'm going to create, that I need to make. All right, I'm trying really hard not to get my fingerprints on here, but I'm getting them on there anyway. It's kind of hard. Okay, that one's done. Hi Heidi, thanks for joining me. So glad you're here. It's much more fun to craft with friends. I hope you're having a great day. Say hi. Let me know where you're watching from. There we go. Now, if you don't want to buy wood cutouts like I did, these are very economical. I will tell you that. And I love being able to support other small businesses. So if I can help someone, I love to be able to do that with my purchases. But if you don't want to do this, guess what you can do, guys? Get you a piece of foam. You can get that just about anywhere. Get a piece of foam, and you can chalk directly on your foam. You would need to use some surface wax, and you would need to put that on your foam before you chalked it, but then you can just put your transfer right down on it, chalk your image, and then cut it out. So that's another way. That's another fun way to kind of give a 3D element to any of your designs. I have done that in the past. I love to do that. I don't mind doing it all. We even have chalkable suede. We have chalk suede paper, which is chalkable paper that's already treated. So we even have that if you'd like to use that. We have it in sheets now. They've offered it in 12 by 12 sheets, so you could even purchase that and do any of your transfer designs on it and create your own 3D shape. So I am planning on only one coat, you guys, but I feel like I need to do the sides because I'm not going to do the back. I could paint the back, but I'm not going to paint it because I'll just try to position my little vase, you know, where you can't see the back, just for time's sake. But you could always do that, and you could go back and do it if you wanted as well. Gosh, you guys. I am being very messy today. Trying hard not to, and I seem to be doing exactly the opposite. You see that? All right, let me get a wipe. And then we're going to fix this guy because we're going to go ahead and dry it. Just get that off a little bit, just because I don't mind a little bit of paint on there when I'm working, but I feel like it's like everywhere. I hope you guys had a good St. Patrick's Day. Let me know if you did anything fun. We did not, and not even, you know, green food or anything. Nothing. I ended up being busy last night, busier than I planned to be. I had stuff I was trying to finish up, and then, you guys, hubby was coming home from the direction where Chick-fil-A is, and we haven't been there in a while. And I texted him and said, hey, how about just stopping and picking up some Chick-fil-A on the way home? I know my boys love it, and the little guy would like it, and I wouldn't mind it. So I said, why don't you do that? So he did. We all sent him our order. He did it, and it's about 20 to 25 minutes away from where we live, and in a busy area. Okay, guys, I am just gonna, if you can see, it's kind of chunky. I'm not worried about the paint not being completely like even, because this is just my background color, but I am concerned about all these chunks because I want a nice smooth image. So I'm gonna try to get that off at least. Oh my gosh. So he got the order, and you know how it is at Chick-fil-A. You know, you have to wait in a line a little bit. And he got the order, and even when he got it, he asked the girl, he said, are you sure this is everything? Because it didn't seem like enough food. And she said, yeah, I'm sure. Well, he should have trusted his instincts. Well, you know where I'm going with this story, I'm sure. He should have trusted his instincts, because when he got home, 20, 25 minutes away from the Chick-fil-A, and unpacked it, guess what? It was missing pieces. I'm going to hit this one with a little bit more because I'm not happy with how it looks because of the clumpiness. Yeah, so it was missing 2 meals, basically. And you guys, you know, y'all, that stuff's not cheap. It's not like, oh, it's just McDonald's, it's just a couple dollars. Shoot, even McDonald's has gone up. But beside the fact that, you know, the two people that we bought that for were still hungry. They were hungry. They wanted their food. So I told them, I said, well, you call over there and you tell them what's happened. And I will drive back over there and I'll pick it up. Well, I wasn't planning on that in my evening. I was hoping to get my stuff I needed to get done early and kind of call it an early night for a change. Because usually, guys, I'm up here pretty late. And by the time I get to bed, you know, it's 10, 11. I don't stop working at least till 9:30 or 10. You know, when you're a small business owner and you're trying to run your home and all that stuff too, it takes time. So anyway, I was trying to call it a night early, but guess what? No such luck. So I had to leave in the middle of what I was doing, left things undone, drove all the way over there, got there, had to wait in line. Even though I went inside, I had to wait in line to let them know what was going on. It wasn't even like they said, well, come on over, we'll have it ready for you. It was, you know, come, if you decide to come back, the guy told my husband, we'll give it to you for free. And he goes, well, how are you going to give it to me for free when I already paid for it? Oh, well, we'll give you a free cookie. This does not sound like the Chick-fil-A I've ever heard of. And we're like, oh, wow, big deal, a free cookie. Well, anyway, I got over there, went in line, got up to the little cashier, told her what the deal was, told her my husband had called and somebody said, you know, just come on back by and pick it up. And so, of course, she didn't know what to do. So she went and asked, I'm assuming who the manager was in the drive-thru. And I can overhear this conversation, right? And he never addresses me, never looks at me, never comes over, talks to me. He tells her, well, who did they talk to? What does that have to do with anything? You all missed our food. We're missing food, right? What's that got to do with anything, who we talked to, right? And so she come over and she goes, do you know who you talked to? And I said, well, first of all, it was my husband. And second of all, you know, we live almost 25 minutes away. And he called to let him know. And they said, just come over and get the new, you know, get what was missing. I'm going to go ahead and dry this, you guys. Actually, I'm going to use my heat dryer. And I said, it's irrelevant who I spoke with. It should be irrelevant. It doesn't matter. We don't have our stuff. So she goes back and tells him, and I said, I hear him tell her, still, I'm not addressing me. Even though I'm like from, you know, I don't know, I'm here a little distance, but not very far. And he says, well, I need to know the name. I gave them the bag with the receipt on it with the 2 items circled that they had forgotten. I could not believe that I was getting this at Chick-fil-A. I've even called Bojangles when they've messed up, and they're like, well, just bring your receipt back up anytime, and we'll give you a whole new salad. Because they had forgotten chicken or something. I don't know. It was something weird. So he's like, well, if I need to know a name, or I need something at least. And I'm like, and so she comes back over to me, and I said, the name is right on there. And I told him the name, and I said, but if not, this is what it is. And so basically, he was very reluctant to give us the food that we had already paid for and then had to come back to get. And didn't offer an apology, didn't offer anything, any kind of concession, didn't even offer that cookie whoever on the phone offered. Nothing. Nothing. And then I had to stand around and wait, you know, another 10, 15 minutes to get the food. And then drive back home 20, 25 minutes. So there was an hour out of my life that I wasn't planning on losing last night. So it ended up being a later night. But I was surprised. I mean, I know things are bad everywhere. And I know that a lot of our restaurants near us have been, you know, not up to par. And a lot of it is because of staffing. They had people running around right and left in there. So it wasn't that. And it wasn't even like one of those times, you know, when you go to the Chick-fil-A, it's like, oh my gosh, are they ever not busy? So I'm lightly sanding this, you guys, and then we're just going to wax it real quick. I'm just getting any clumps off because you want a nice smooth surface when you go to put your transfers on. So, you know, but Chick-fil-A, and like I said, it wasn't super busy, even in the drive-thru or inside. So that's not the reason, you know, and I was surprised, very surprised, really kind of sad because I didn't expect that from Chick-fil-A. You know, there's some places you just expect a little bit better service and treatment, especially when they charge you a premium for their product. And needless to say, I was not happy. And the fact that, I mean, I was never even addressed or apologized to. So sorry that happened. And I told him, I said, I would not have driven all the way back over here if it wasn't missing. Believe me, I have no desire to be all the way back over here. This was not convenient at all. So there you go. You know things are bad when even Chick-fil-A is messing up. Makes me sad. Okay, guys, so these are painted. I'm gonna tuck this out of the way. These are painted. See? Now you do want to be careful with these kind of wood couches because, you know, look how thin. It's a very small, and I'm sure they could break off very easily. So we do want to handle them carefully. And like I said, you want to make sure that you're painting it in the right direction because, you know, I just placed mine on top first because we are going to chalk over top of them. And you notice we have this word here, just keep breathing. I'm going to chalk that on my little boot. Just going to put that on my little boot. The flowers I'm going to do there. And I may or may not do the butterfly, y'all. I may not do the butterfly on this one just because I do have a cutout of it. You get the whole set. But I don't have a stick or way to put it in there. And I'm not sure if I'm going to do that or not. So that if I do, I might do it after fact, or I might just get a little sticker and put it on there. I could just do that on foam and kind of, you know, glue dot it on there. But I am going to use some wax, just a light layer, just to make sure that my transfer doesn't try to pick up this paint. And that's why you want to make sure when you're doing this that you know, that your paint's all the way dry so that you can sand it and you can use your wax. So the wax is just going to protect my transfer from pulling up paint and hopefully smooth out the wood a little bit, because even though this is what, probably pressed wood or MDF, it's still it's still wood, you know, and I guess it could have little pieces. So I just want to protect my transfer because I like being able to use mine as much as possible. So yeah, and then we had a guy, our garage door has been broken for about a month and a half, and I couldn't get anybody to return my call to come out. So finally I got somebody, and he came today and fixed that. And I had a guy coming by to look about cleaning out my flower beds for spring. So, because this is like the third guy. The first guy ended up not being able to do it because he ended up he put me off, and then he ended up having a health concern, so he couldn't do it. And then I contacted somebody else, and if you guys were on here with me last week, there was 2 days last week I was expecting to hear from them, and they didn't. And so I'm like, you know what? I'm trying somebody else. So I had that today as well. So it's been a busy day here at the White House. All right, guys. So that has wax on it. I'm just going to buff them. You just want to make sure you don't have any clumps. You don't want any clumps. It's pretty warm here, so I'm not too concerned with it, but I just like to do this and just smooth it out. And it was already a rough week, so I don't know what's going on this week. It wasn't a full moon, I don't think. I don't know what was happening this week, why we were having so many adversities. Maybe next week will be better. So I am just going to buff this with the other side. And then we're going to it's going to take no time at all. We'll do these, and then we will let these dry, and we'll put the little words on our little our little rain boot. It'll be so cute. Okay. So, what's probably going to be easiest with this, I am actually not going to fuzz it because I've waxed this and sanded it. So this is sticky, and I want it to be sticky. If I was using the entire transfer, then I would probably go ahead and fuzz it again. But since I'm just using these little cutouts and I'm placing it just on that area where the silkscreen is, I am actually going to not fuzz it. Because I've already prepared my surface. Now, this is the tricky part, and sometimes I find this works better, at least to start. Now, our transfers, these transfers are, you can see through them. They're kind of translucent. They're not transparent, but they're translucent. So you can kind of see through them, but I feel like I'm gonna start like with this, and I may only be able to do 2 at a time. We'll see. I'm gonna keep this here because I can flip it over. I may only be able to do 2 at a time, but I figured I could start that way and then adjust them a little bit. Might be the easiest way to do. Yeah, I like that. That one's pretty good. So once I have it placed, can you see what I'm doing, guys? Once I have it where it needs to be, I'm gonna press down on my silkscreen area. I got that one pretty good, actually. Let's see about this one. It's not too bad. It could come down a little bit, I think. So how has your week been? Gosh, I hope you all had a better week than I did. Let's see here. So I'm just trying to, I can see through it, and I can see through the silkscreen, and I can see through the vinyl. So I'm just trying to line it up the best I can. To get the best image. That guy needs to come over a little. Oh, I love it. I love this. It's so fun, y'all. Okay, so I'm just going to do those 2, and then I'll do these 2 because I think it's going to be easier just to do 2 at a time. Now, I'm going to grab a couple tools here. Let's see. So with your subscription, when you first subscribe, your very first time, you're going to get a mini squeegee, which is the tool we use to create with. But I've actually taken one of these and cut it in half. Plus I have my multi-purpose and my detail tool. These are available in my shop. But I took one and I cut it in half so I could have a couple little smaller surfaces. So I think I'm going to actually use that because I'm going to use several different colors. I'm going to use our Wild Lime. Now these are not the colors that come with your kit, with your DIY and your subscription kit this month. But you guys can purchase other colors. We have a lot of them in single packets, not this color. This is one of our brand new colors for this catalog. But this is called Wild Lime just because I think it's fun, and I just wanted to be able to use this one. If you're a past club member, you might have some other paste packets of colors that you want to use, or you can just purchase some. Any purchase you make from this is just going to be for the greenery, for the green stems. So I'm going to use my little tiny detail tool for that. Something like this, or an extra chalk paste, or a different squeegee, or a board eraser, or ink, or whatever it is, a surface, things like that that you wanted to purchase. If you purchase anything, your first purchase of every month as a club member is only $5.99 flat rate shipping. So anyway, I'm going to use this with the Wild Lime for that, for the stems and the leaves. And then for the flowers themselves, we are going to use several different colors. So I have chosen... They look like they're like 4 different blooms. So I'm trying to choose, I probably need one more color. I chose Peachy Keen, which is a real soft color, a soft pinky peach. Peach Cobbler, which is one of our new colors, and Guava. So I've got those colors, but I feel like I need one more color. Maybe I should do green on that and do a different color stem. Maybe I should use the Wild Lime on one of these flowers. I could use, see, that looks like a poppy to me, so I think Guava for that one. And then these almost look like little daisies, but I don't want to do white. They could be like a dahlia. That looks like a zinnia. I'm not sure what that one is. I wish I knew because I would probably do colors that were a little more similar. So let me think. Let me look at my colors. I could do that as a color. And let's do that, guys. Let's change our stem color. Let's change our stem color to eucalyptus. And I'm not using any, we use eucalyptus for the stem color because it's very similar to this. And maybe it'll kind of blend in. I think. Yeah. Yeah, because white's going to be the background. So this is just going to give it a little bit of color. Just a little bit of color. Let me open that up. Maybe we'll do this sweet little flower over here in the green. Why not? Why not? So we'll do that. I got to get my thoughts organized, guys, before we start. Otherwise, I'll forget what I was going to do. I need to stir this a little. So it looks like I had added some water to it. But this is the fun part about DIY is that you can choose whatever colors work for you and your decor or whatever your inspiration is. Okay, so let's do this guy first and then we'll pull it out. I think, yeah. Okay, so can you guys see what I'm doing? I hope you can. I don't have it facing you. I know. I'm sorry. Let's do that. I a lot of times switch that up. Because this is a very yellow green, so I feel like it could work nicely for a spring flower. Okay, that didn't take much. And I am going to take my detail tool and for my eucalyptus, and we're going to do all the rest in eucalyptus. Because and I'm going to try to move quickly, guys. So I apologize for looking down so much. I'm going to try to move quickly so I don't have to paste and peel. I do have my ceiling fan on, so I'm a little concerned. About it drying faster because our chalk paste, it only takes it about 5 minutes or less to dry. This detail tool is so nice for little areas like this. It got so quiet. Okay, let's get that off of there. So that one's done. We're going to go ahead and paste and peel. I'll show you how sweet. Isn't that sweet? That almost kind of looks like a dandelion, doesn't it? Isn't that cute? Okay, I'm going to set that over to the side and let it dry. And let's go ahead and do this one. This one's, I think it's got to be guava. I think it's going to be so pretty in guava. It's going to give us that pop. Now this one I'm going to actually use, I may have to clean off one of my other little tools, but I'm going to use my multi-purpose tool. This again is another great size squeegee for small areas like this. Now once I'm done, I'll just take my transfer to the sink and I'll wash it with cold water and a board eraser. You can get those on my shop as well. every month as a club member, you also get we always offer a special for club members only. That's why I said if you wanted to know this much special, you can use that in coordination with the Transferpalooza and even getting the color of the month. And we need to move on this one. But we offer a special every single month just to club members. So if you want to know this much special, I'll be glad to send you the information. But basically what it is, it's a free fuzzing cloth, which is this cloth here that we use for almost every project. And one side's for drying, one side's for putting fuzz on the back of your transfers. And then the other side is, I said for drying, right? I said that. And then a transfer tote. So it's a really nice tote. I don't know if you guys can see it behind me right back here. It's a very nice tote, very big size. It will hold all of your different transfer sizes and is a convenient way to keep everything nice and tidy. And we also send you an email with written and video instructions. Plus every month we do a little, on our main CLUB Couture page, we do a Club Corner live project where they show you a couple ideas. And then of course I try to highlight every single week, at least once a week, a project idea for you as your designer. And then if you're in my VIP group, which I would love you to be in, if you're in my VIP group, then I also post another video or post close to the end of the month that also shows, try to get this off of here carefully. It's hard, you got to get a hold of something. Nice. Look at that, you guys. Isn't that pretty? I love it. It looks so cool. Okay, carefully. Put that aside. Now, let's get our other ones placed. Try to get our other guys placed. I also share another post or video of other ideas if in case one of the ones that I shared wasn't what you had in mind for your project. So it's you'll never lack for ideas if you need help finding an idea for a surface or a way to use it. So it is definitely the funnest thing I get in my mailbox once a month. It's definitely makes me happy. Happy mail. And you cannot beat the price. I guess I did not get that on there well, did I? I thought I had it stuck on there. But if you're like me and you're a visual person and you need to see those things I just told you, then just click on the link that I featured. Okay, let's see if I got this one. All right, and then we'll adjust it a little bit. Pretty close. Pretty close. And remember, these transfers are reusable about a dozen times, you guys. If you take good care of it, you can probably get at least a dozen. A lot of people get more than that. It depends on how well you take care of your transfer. I've already used mine several times. Let's see. Pretty close. Okay, press that down. And you always press right where your silk screen area is because you want a nice contact. That one's good. Let's get this guy straight. Oh, I did pretty good on that one too. I find it easier when you're using cutouts like this. Again, you could do this directly on foam or even on paper, you guys. I was going to do a watercolor for you on watercolor paper and show you how fun that would be. So I may still show that because that's an idea, but then I have another idea too. So I may get both of them in this month. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, I feel like this needs to come up a tiny bit to get it where it needs to be. And then that was too much. I really love these new transfers because you can see through them so much better. But this would be super fun in a watercolor as well, as a watercolor project. So stay tuned. Maybe that's what I'll do next week. And then maybe I'll just do a video of the last day, for the last day of the month with the other project idea I have, because that one's going to be easy too. Oh my goodness. Come on, guys. Cooperate with me. Okay. Let's go with that. Let's go with that. Okay, so we use the guava. I'm going to put that up. I'm going to take my other little guy, my other little baby squeegee that I used a minute ago. I'm going to wipe that down. So I can reuse it. And I have 2 more colors. So I think isn't that pretty, you guys? That is Peachy Keen. And this one is our Peach Cobbler. Isn't that beautiful? Did I stir this the other day, you guys? I just opened it. It's brand new. Can't remember if I stirred it. It doesn't look like it was stirred. I think I just used what was on the lid for the project I was doing. You don't have to stir it every time, but I do suggest your first time, or if it's been a long time, that you do stir it. I'm just using those little stir sticks. We do have those available in the shop as well. Okay, let's see. Shall we do this one? Let's do this one. Oh, I love that color. Isn't that a fun color, y'all? That is a nice color. I hope that they pick some of these and make some more ink. I love the variety of ink colors. We have quite the variety. And now we have the ink packets, the singles. So you don't have to be afraid of trying. Look how little that just used, you guys. That's why these jars last so long. They are definitely worth your money. Okay, let me get my green again. This color is eucalyptus. Oh, I forgot that little piece. That's like a bloom. I need to do that. It only takes a little bit. Make sure when you hop on, you hit that heart button. And if you're here for the replay, welcome to the replay. If you don't mind putting hashtag replay, you'll know I'm not live. If you see a red circle around my profile picture, I'm live. If you don't, then you're catching me on the replay. And I'm just happy you're here. It brings me great joy to be able to share my ideas with y'all. Where'd the little guy go? I'm going to do it again. Forgot that little bloom. Can't forget that. If you don't decorate for Easter, do you at least decorate for spring? I do both, of course, because I love to decorate, but I'm just curious because I know there are some people who don't even decorate for Easter. So, but maybe you decorate for spring, or maybe you just sprinkle a little bit of spring into your regular decor. I got a little bit of green on my, but I think that's okay because it's supposed to be kind of like a, isn't that sweet? Excuse me. It's supposed to be kind of like a bloom anyway. I love it. These are so precious. I love them. I love them. Guys, this is such good therapy. If you've had a bad week or you've had a bad day, and you can just go do a little bit of creating like this, and when you finish, because you have these fabulous transfers and designs are always on trend and just fun to work with, and you can get, you know, work with beautiful colors. It can just really lift your spirits and restore any bad day, in my opinion, or a bad week. You just might need a bigger project if you've had a bad week like I've had. You might just need a bigger project, which I do have a bigger project I'm going to work on as well later today. But I need to get my craft room in order. That might be what I do. I don't know. I'm going to see which one I'm going to do first. The project or my craft room. I'd rather just craft, but I think I might get the project done. I mean, the craft room done first, so that's just kind of off of me. I definitely work better in a organized environment. And like I said, if you have any questions about anything I'm using, or if you need help coming up with a project idea, feel free to message me. I am glad to help you. If you don't like one of the ones I've shown you, we definitely have plenty of surfaces that this would work on. One of our favorite surfaces is our Aiden, our 9x12 Aiden frame. It's a chalkboard, and it's a magnetic chalkboard, and it has this white frame on it, and you can use it every month with your transfer. So, and I will tell you, as a little hint, for next month, I've already seen, and I have it here, next month's transfer is a fun farmhouse design. If you like farmhouse, you're gonna like next month's. Okay. Or kitchen or country. Look at that. Oh, do you see that color? That color is Peachy Keen. Isn't it pretty? It's so soft and delicate. I love that, guys. All right, that one's almost done too. So we're gonna leave all those over there and let them dry. And we are gonna take our little boot, and let's see, how am I gonna have it? I think I'm probably gonna do it this way, and I'm gonna see where I can make this fit. Now, for this, I'm gonna grab my other cloth. For this one, like I said, I'll take this to the sink and wash it. If you're doing it yourself, I do suggest that you, I think I might do it in the nice peach cobbler. I was like, which color am I gonna put my Just Breathe in? I think I'm gonna use that color, because I think that's really gonna show up nicely. Whoops. I think I'll do it on that side right there. I like the way it faces. But since I'm putting it on this, whatever this is, porcelain or whatever, it doesn't say. I don't think it says. But it feels like porcelain or something. Obviously, it's breakable. I definitely want to fuzz this little section of my transfer because I don't want it to, I'm getting it on me, but it's okay. It's just chalk. This is still wet. It's just chalk, and it will wash right off, y'all. I could have done this first. Might have been better. Why did I do this first? Next time, tell me, Susan, do that first before I got the whole transfer messed up. So I'm just adding some fuzz to it, and what that does is make it not quite as sticky, so that when I go to put it on here, why did I not do that? No. When I go to put it on here, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to move, it's my little backer sheet. It's what they live on to protect them. I'm going to move it up and just expose my words so that I can control it a little bit better. I didn't do anything to this. I probably could just wipe it just to make sure there's no oils on it. But I don't need to do anything else to prepare it. Just make sure it's clean. And we'll just put this cutie pie on here. And I think it's going to fit right down on the little boot part for the most part. So, like the sole of it. And it is flexible, so even though this is kind of curved a little bit, I can get it to fit right on there. But just make sure you have no bubbles, because you want your good image. And I am working on 2 layers because it might get a tiny bit of bleed just because of the way the boot is made. I could put it up higher and not have a bleed. Let's see, maybe I'll put it up higher. Let's see if I can do that. Let's see what that's like. But you can position it however you want. Move it over a little bit more. I want to be sure I see the whole phrase. I could even just do Just Breathe. I keep thinking of that song. No, I couldn't because there's no E there. No, that would be too hard. Or Keep Breathing or something like that. But all right, I want this to roll around. Let's see, is that too far? I'm just worried you're not going to see it all if I have to go around the back. So let me slide that forward. once you have it placed, this is going to be like bam, bam, done. That's better, I think. That's going to be better. Yeah, I think so. Let's go for it. So we decided we're going to use our nice new peach cobbler. So let's do that. And I'm just pulling off any extra, you guys, because it doesn't take much. My G is moving, so I might get a little bleed there. I wasn't paying attention, but that's okay. I can easily clean that up. Almost done. I'm excited for this one, you guys. I can't claim this idea. I did not come up with it originally. I stole the premise of the idea from someone else. Oh, you guys, I got bleeding big time. That's okay, because I smeared it a little bit, but look, I can fix that. Do you see where it's here? I'll wait till it to dry and I'll just scrape it off. So that's what this tool is for too. If you have one of these detail tools, the other end has a pointy end. You see that? And I'll just scrape off the excess chalk. That's my fault. That's my fault for placement. For placement, and then I was smearing it. Yeah, I can fix that though. Or, this is the other thing you can do, guys. You can wipe it completely off, get your transfer back, and then put it back on. Like I said, I was thinking I could have done it along the base here. I might even do that. I don't think I like that, y'all. I don't like it. I don't like it. So let's just redo it. If you don't like it, redo it. Does that sound like a good deal? All right, I am going to take a cleaning wipe to this and wipe it off so that my chalk area is clean. This is like a quick and shortcut way of cleaning your transfer. So I'm just going to do that real quick on both sides so that I can re-chalk it. Just to get the chalk out of my silkscreen area. But don't ever use anything but a cleaning wipe for that if you're going to do it. Or a board eraser. You could just take your board eraser and clean that right there. But do you see how I just cleaned that off? As long as I can see through it, I know my silkscreen is clean. So I'm good. And I am going to hit that with the air dryer because it does need to be dry. Just keep breathing. Feels dry. All right, let's try again. If at first you don't succeed, that's the cool thing about this. It's just chalk. Can change it. All right, let's try this again. I'm going to put it down on the bottom where I first started with it. Pressing firmly to make sure I have no bubbles or bends so I don't get that bleeding situation again. Now I got to pull out my little one more time. But do we like that color on there? I think I did, but do we like that color or should I do the guava, y'all? Should I do the guava? Oh no, it's a pretty color. Did it show up well enough? I think it'll show up better on this darker green on the bottom. Let's try again. Okay. It looks better from right now, so hopefully we'll find out. Always try to keep your lids on your jars if you're not using them because you don't want the air to get to them and dry them out. Let's see. Peel and reveal, you guys. That's better. That's better. Can you guys see it? Without the glare, hopefully. See how cute that is? That is adorable. I could have even put it down this way. I could have put it on an angle, but I just thought right like that. That's cute. That is cute. So I am going to spray the rest of my transfer. And I will make sure that on your backer sheet, that's what this is called, your backer sheet, there's a glossy side and there's a not as glossy side on the new ones. It's still a little slick, but not as glossy. Make sure that it's clean from any chalk because you don't want it to get on your you don't want it to live on your transfer. So just make sure that's clean. And I always mark on the back so I know what the back is. So, all right. So now what we're going to do, these guys should be dry. This will be dry in just a minute. I have taken this and I've kind of measured, kind of eyeball measured a piece of this foam. Sorry if you have trouble with styrofoam sounds. I'm sorry because I know some people do. My son is one of them. He hates that sound. I mean, I'm not a big fan, but it's not too bad. I am going to just push this down in here so that now I have a little, place to put my guys in. So which ones did we do first? We did the guava and the green. So they for sure should be dry. If you're not 100% sure if they're dry, just take your little air dryer. This is available in my shop as well. They should be dry, but if you just want to be doubly sure, that should have been long enough for them to dry. You can always hit them with a little bit of air, warm air. That's all this is. This isn't hot like a blow dryer. This is warm air. But they should have been dry. And you can do this. I do like the idea of a butterfly, like right here. I think it would be cute. I'm trying to think if I have a cute little butterfly sticker or if I should just do it on foam for you guys. Show you what it's like. All right, so then you just take them and we're just gonna kind of arrange them however we want. Now I want this, I'm gonna press down. You know what, I am actually not gonna do that. I am gonna take something else first because I don't wanna break this at all. And I'm afraid if I apply too much pressure, I might. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take something and kind of press into, this is from the Dollar Tree, y'all. It's got like a little angle thing there and a pointy on the other. It's supposed to have a cover, but I don't know what happened to it. It was there the other day. I'm gonna kind of push in my foam right there. That way I have a start, but I want to hold my stuff down near the bottom because I don't want to break it. It doesn't need to go in super far, but you put it in as far as you want. Don't want to break it. You could use something else too. What else? This goes pretty far, but then it gets fat. You could probably even just use a pencil, y'all, or something else. What else could you use? I have this thing too, so I could do that. I would definitely suggest it just because this is very, the foam is very tough. Needs to be a little wider because of the type of bottom. It's a double bottom. This here. Oh my goodness, it's harder than I thought it would be. You guys. Go. That's better. Ooh, it's so cute. You arrange them however you want, just like a real flower. One needs to go up a little more. Ooh, look how cute, you guys. Isn't that sweet? You could do that even just in black. You could do just all black on them all, and that would look really fun too. But you know me, I have to have some color. I think I might even be able to stick a little bit of something else back in the back here, either another piece of foam or even maybe some tissue paper or something that you can't see, just to kind of hold my foam straight up. But how cute is that? You guys, that is adorable. Oh my gosh. So let's see if I can grab a piece of foam real quick and I'll show you how to do the butterfly. I feel like I need a pretty butterfly. So why don't we do yellow and purple? How about some yellow and purple? So I have a piece of foam here. It's a regular piece of yellow foam. And look, I've already sprayed my transfer. So now that's going to be messed up. Hang on. Let me wipe it off. Let me wipe the water off. Okay. I wasn't going to do it, but why don't I just show you guys while I have it here. So I would suggest taking a little bit of wax to your foam. Okay. This foam has got like little tiny pinpricks in it, but I think it'll be all right. Just a little bit of wax to it. Not a lot. And then you can create your own little, you could even do this on vinyl yourself and make your own little sticker. But I just kind of want it to be 3D since everything else is kind of 3D. I'm going to dry that because I sprayed it. And I am going to use our Shimmer Orchid. So where's my sheet? I'm going to do that again just to protect it from the table. So I'm just going to place this on my foam right there. Okay. Right there. And then I'm going to take my Shimmer Orchid. I have to have some, a butterfly needs shimmer, right? Absolutely. Okay. And just take a little bit of that. So now the yellow will show through the purple. The areas that are the vinyl, that's where the yellow will be. And then the areas that are the silkscreen is where it'll be purple. And again, I'm just tying all this in with some of the other projects that I already have going for spring. So, see how easy that was? How cute? How cute? Now I will dry it and then we'll cut it out. And let me grab a glue dot. And we'll just glue it right on here and it'll be super cute. You guys, if you like this idea, hit your heart button. please be sure to sprinkle if you don't mind. It just helps my little business grow and helps me share my love of creating with the universe. And I'd love it if you guys would do that for me. I hope you've enjoyed this project idea, and I hope you'll come back and join me next week when I bring out some more spring fun, because I have some other spring project ideas to share with you. And then we need to move on and get some Easter sprinkled in there too. So I'm just cutting around it. I'm not going to cut like exactly on it. I'm going to leave a little tiny border, and I'm just using these little baby scissors. I think I got these at Dollar Tree, you guys, but you could even use like little, if you have little scissors. I have little ones somewhere in my scrapbooking things, but I don't know where it is. You know, just little scissors. You could even use like the ones that are made for using with your eyebrows, I think. I mean, it would take you a little bit longer, but I think you would be able to. Actually, what I'm going to do real quick is cut it the rest of the way, and then I'm going to go around the edge. A cheap and fun way to add a little dimension to your projects. I don't know why I said products. Now last year with our etched butterfly, I made stickers. As well, I just used vinyl, cheap vinyl. I think I got some from Michael's, but I got some from the Dollar Tree, and I just made some fun stickers for some planters for a friend of mine. For her preschool, because she calls her like her pre-K 4s like her butterflies, and I think younger than that are the caterpillars, you know. Cute. So I did butterflies for her. I don't have a caterpillar transfer. That would be fun too, I think. Could make all the different fun colored caterpillars. I like caterpillars. Some people don't, I know, but caterpillars, yes. My thing I don't like, and I don't even want to create with, is spiders. I do not like spiders. Almost, guys. See how this is taking longer than the inking it. Chalking it. Sorry, I didn't ink it. See how cute? Look at that. Isn't that awesome? So now we have a little 3D element that we can add here. And if you want, you can even try to bend it a little. And I'm going to take one of these little cheapo adhesive dots. Put it on the back. Actually going to roll it a little bit so it'll kind of stay in the middle, and then ta-da! How cute is that, y'all? What do you think? Let me know in comments if you like this project. I love it. I had so much fun creating this with you guys today. Thanks for letting me come into your world for just a little while. I hope that you guys have a great rest of your weekend, a great Saturday, a great Sunday, and you find a little bit of rest for yourself, and that you'll come back and join me next week for some more fun projects. Until then, you guys, be safe, be healthy, and be blessed. All right, guys, thanks for joining me. See you soon. Bye.